Good afternoon. My name is Jean Mayland. I am the founder of myAngel Alert Band. We offer NFC-enabled wearable medical information devices. My mother was actually transported to the hospital. After the transport, the first responder came back to me and said, "Jean, is your mom having heart issues?" And I'm like, "Well, yes, but that's not why we transported her." And she said, "That would have been good for us to know during transport." 50% of emergency scenes lack critical medical information for the first responders. This causes delays in care, improper treatment, and even death. Current systems are fragmented, oftentimes difficult to access, and present solutions are not secure. myAngel Alert Band actually functions as a portable medical record. So we also offer the pocket card, which also has an NFC chip in it. So the first responder, all they have to do is actually take an NFC-enabled device like a cell phone, bring it up to the phone, and the information will come up, providing them critical, comprehensive medical information. No app is needed. It is on a non-shareable, secure, and we're offering a two-factor authorization for that as well. Our competition, there is competition out there, but most of them are all using either an engraved or a QR code version. If I had a QR code up here right now, everybody in the back of the room could scan that QR code. And then you could also share that if you wanted to, or you could save it for future reference. I don't know about you, but I really wouldn't want to be sitting in an airport or a restaurant or being a high school student in a classroom where somebody could scan that from across the room and have my information. We've done our due diligence to get the information to be in a protected state. We offer a virtually unlimited amount of information that can be on the device. The critical things come up first, obviously, so that the first responder can act quickly. Seconds count. So those things are any conditions that you have, your medications, and allergies that could be life-threatening. Your blood type will be on there. It's limited. It's not limited. It's up to you what information you want to have on there. Okay, but you can also add, your emergency contacts, which we also send a notification to if your band is scanned. You can put your DNR reference, your living will, your doctor's information, your insurance information, so you have everything available to you. We do offer language flexibility. So if it's a bilingual situation, or if you travel and you're going across to a foreign country, you can have both languages on you and you're covered through your trip. But the beauty of what we're doing is we're going to have rollout for the advanced functionalities. So this is our premier product, not our prototype, but our initial launch, and then the ability to add the additional features. There is not an age or race or gender that is immune from medical conditions. But our growth drivers are going to be obviously focusing on the aging population first, which is 18% of the population now, and that number continues to grow. There is a rising rate of chronic medical conditions as well. But the upside is that we are a society of wearable technologies, smart wearables. We also are, we've got people that are focusing on the travelers, the corporate partners. We've got SaaS solutions in place, children with aging parents, even children, so that the parents can have protection for their children. We are ready to deploy. We've completed the stages on the left. We do have boots on the ground right now. I have sales agents in multiple states that are not only doing direct sales, but they're also making strategic partnerships and strategic alliances so that we can do bulk sales and do wholesale. Our business model is sustainable with both device sales and subscription model within retail and both wholesale. So in year one, our projected revenue is going to be $3 million. Year two is looking at $8 million, and year three at $20 million. And then we're going to be focusing on global expansion. Current device sales are at $55 a unit, $40 wholesale. Subscription model currently is $9 a month and $6 wholesale, and we are competitive in that market. myAngel Alert Band is not just a life-saving device. We are a portable medical record. And I truly see this as being a universal platform that will connect the users with the first responders and the continuity of care into the healthcare system. And that is our end goal as we roll out future applications for the product. And you can see the funding utilization. Our ask is $1 million in exchange for 10% equity. And not to be remiss, to acknowledge my leadership team. Their experience, their leadership, their expertise has gotten me to where I am today with myAngel Alert Band. We pivoted early on the product, and it's just been phenomenal. And the future vision that we have with this is even going to be more exceptional, so that we can be the one and only product in the market at the time to get into the healthcare system. And just a reminder, emergencies don't wait for words. So you need a myAngel Alert Band to help you communicate with those first responders and your doctors. Thank you.
I had a question about how your two-factor security works. Like, who's going to authorize that if the
It's basically going to have like a code, a number that they can, after they access it, right? So they're going to scan it to get to it, and then there'll be a code that they'll have to input, so that it'll show like your image. Okay. First of all, it's secure because you're within centimeters. That's NFC, right? So that's the first stage of our protection, that you can't scan it from across the room. You have to be able to, okay. So once they scan it, then they have to be able to access that code. So they'll flip this over and get the code to be able to input the number. Yeah, but if anybody's done NFC, you have to be like within centimeters. You get a QR codes out there there's a lot of them. Correct. We haven't brought that out yet. We've been considering that, but we haven't. We were looking at a dog tag, but we haven't produced that yet. We do have the pocket card, and then we also have, I can go back, a sleeve that you can put on like a Fitbit or a smartwatch, so that you don't have to be wearing more than one device. The life alert actually calls the ambulance, right? That's step one. Currently, we are step two, so that the first responders can do their job. So if you have a life alert, you could slide the lanyard through the sleeve and then pull it down on top of the life alert. So you've got both features. Future rollout for us would also be to call the ambulance, the EMS notification.
So a follow-up question on the NFC technology. There are thieves that steal credit card chip, the identifiers. What's to prevent someone from doing that to your wristband?
Well, we're not RFID, so that's common with stealing the card information, is the RFID. So the NFC technology is different than that. That's what Apple Pay and Google Pay are using. It's the same concept and technology.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not sure if I'm convinced that that's a secure method of communicating the information, because people do put scanners right up to your wrist and you might not know it, especially these skillful pickpocketers.
So if they have to enter a code or something like that, then they're going to have that off there as well. So if we do it that way, they scan it, they have to add a second identifier.
All right. Thank you to myAngel Alert Band.